Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Mark Shelf Space, and today I'm going to go ahead and put together the Tri-Sentinel Build-A-Figure from the new Marvel Legends wave. So stick around and let's put it together. Alright, welcome back. Let's go ahead and get this started. Alright, so here's the Tri-Sentinel Build-A-Figure fully assembled. It wasn't too painful getting the arms and legs on, but those heads were really painful. It took me a few minutes to get them into their holes. It doesn't look like they have any specific hole they need to go into. They all look the same. But just shoving that little peg in there was hard with the neck piece that goes on the figure there. We'll take a look at that in a second. Alright, so we'll do a quick side-by-side comparison of the Tri-Sentinel Build-A-Figure as it looks here in action figure form compared to how it looks in the comics. So I was able to find one picture. It's not the greatest picture, but I think it will show basic form of the Tri-Sentinel as it looks in the new X-Men era that Jonathan Hickman introduced here. So you can see the three heads at the top there, and then behind it is the circuitry that runs the Sentinel. So Hasbro's got that down pretty well. They did a good job detailing the circuitry there. And then the legs and arms look, skinny and slender as they do in the comic here. And they got the number of fingers correct on the Sentinel as well. And the overall tone of the action figure is a little more, it's a darker purple and silver, where in the comics here it's, at least in this image, it's quite a bit lighter. But I think I actually like the darker tones better. Overall, I think Hasbro did a pretty good job capturing the essence of the new Tri-Sentinel. So this is actually a lot taller than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just going to be, like the same size as the action figures in the wave here, but it's actually quite a bit bigger. So you see here the figure looks like it stands just about 8 inches tall. For a size comparison, here is Wolverine and Cyclops from the wave, just next to the figure here. So you can see it's quite a bit taller than either of them. So let's go ahead and take a look at the figure up close. Alright, so we'll take a look at the heads up close here. You can see each of the three looks to be the same head. And the piece that I was talking about having trouble getting in, you can see on the back here, there is this extending neck piece here on each of these. On each of these, it has a little ball peg at the end of it, and it was pretty tough to get that into those holes there. I did manage to get it in. It just took some pushing and some wiggling, but they finally went in. And these faces here, these really remind me of like some kind of 21st century Predator death mask. I do like them. They look like a menacing Sentinel on here. You see behind the head here, you got what will be, probably the outer case of the circuit board that's contained in the Sentinel here. And I like all the detail on this. Hasbro did a good job making this look and feel like a real robot. See the arms here? Each of the arms has the same detail as the triceps here. And they're purple. It's like a very light tinted purple. And it's got some silver up around the elbow here, down the forearm, and then the black at the hands here. You notice the Sentinel only has 4 fingers. That makes it just that much more creepy in my opinion. See the elbow joint here? It's just a ball. It's the same for the left side here. Same design, arms the same way, just on the opposite side. And the arms too, I should note that the detail here, this is sculpted around here and then just painted different colors. So you can feel the break lines. Take a look at the body here. So you got some more robot detail lines around both sides of the chest, and then right in the center here. Looks like it's self-destruct button. And right in the center here. The waistline is really thin here. Let's see around. And at the torso, he's wearing a robot diaper. It's pretty small. And take a look at the legs. The legs have equally good detailing on them, just like the arms. I think Hasbro did a really good job with the sculpting and the coloring here to match, you know, how the figure looks in the comics. But definitely with the lines and the bolts here, you know, it definitely makes it really look and feel like a robot. And he's got some pretty standard robot feet here. See the back of the figure. It's got some more carryover from the front, with little etchings here to make it look like metal. In the back, some more of that light purple with the lines on here. The lines on here to show the different places the Sentinel was put together. That's cool. As far as the articulation on the figure, these butterfly joints don't really go up and down, but they will move forward and backward like this pretty well. Even the robot extension. Elbows, they bend as expected here with the ball joints. And you got the swivel here. And on the wrist here, you got the twist at the wrist and the bend here to give a good robot slap when he's battling the X-Men. Makes for a good backhand. At the midsection, so the Sentinel can turn here at the upper torso, but not the lower torso here. He bends back and forth though at the lower part of the torso where the hips converge there. Bends pretty well actually. And you got the thigh split here. Legs can turn, bend at the knees, and then the ankles back and forth. There's a little bit of a swivel side to side. As I was playing with the articulation on this figure, the top head did fall out a couple times. So I put it back in, but I don't know if it's gonna stay in there. I might have to work on that a little more. I think that's my only complaint about this figure. You know, other than I'm not really fond of it, but I think it's a cool figure. But the heads, they were just difficult to get in, and doesn't look like they're gonna stay in very well. So like they'll move around, but I'm pretty sure if I play with them, they're just gonna pop back out. So that's my review for the Tri-Sentinel Build-A-Figure from the new X-Men wave. If you guys liked it, give me a thumbs up, leave me some comments, and I look forward to reviewing some more figures here in the future. Thanks for watching.